Hello. I am not going to be live looking like this, but my computer is acting up. That's what they do. You're like, hey, I'm really excited about this topic. I'm going to go live. And my computer's like, no, you're not. No, you're not, Missy. So I'm going to fix the computer and then I'll come back and I'll be with this good microphone and it'll be a different experience because right now, this experience for you isn't quite as good. It's just not quite as good. But that's okay. I just wanted you to know I'm trying to get on and I'm trying to come and join you because I want to talk about this retreat stuff. Okay, it looks like it's coming back. Computer, you got this. It's in that like mode where it's just spinning and it's thinking. Where's everyone watching from? Hi, it's Michelle Cunningham. I'm excited to be here. I am so excited to be here. I got on a 5 a.m. flight today to leave Naples to come back here. And then I had to take a nap because I was so tired. I don't recommend this 5 a.m. I mean, that was not enough sleep, if I'm being honest. So anyway, what does everybody sell? Let me know in the chat. And my StreamYard will be up in a second here, and then you'll actually have a really good broadcast. California in the house, amazing. How's the weather there? I'm in North Carolina, and it's like, you better watch out. You're gonna get flooded out. And I'm like, whoa, there's something coming our way. Okay, now I'm starting to cook with bacon. I'm getting into the studio. I'm entering the studio. It's gonna be a good transition. Let's see. Oops, now you guys just lost me. Dean Walters is here. Okay, if you guys just joined, we're having technical difficulties, as you do. Okay. Yes. Let me shut this off. Okay. We did it. Phew. Whew, that was a little bit crazy. All right. Can you say upgrade if you got an upgraded audio experience now? Okay. My eyes are watering. Sorry. They water when I put eye makeup on. I've tried every brand, tried every organic. I sometimes think it's related to like if I'm being fast, like I'm speedy, my body's like, you better slow down. Okay, we have an upgrade. Thanks. The worst though is when you start and it's really bad audio. So like people were probably like, I'm not listening to this garbage, and they left. They're already gone. So like I'm not hanging around for that garbage. Okay, but today I wanted to talk about what it's like to attend my in-person retreat. Say curious if you're curious about that, and also I want to talk about what it's like to host your own, because I do believe a lot of you that have brands or you're building brands, you're getting to meet people online. You could host your own. Say host if you like to host your own, because I'm going to be talking about that. Pam is in the house. Hi, friend. Hi, Monet. Sorry, my voice sounds like this. I think it's related to getting up at 5 a.m. I don't recommend that. Don't book an early flight. It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. Okay. Host. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure when you were doing both. Okay. Got it. Okay. That will let me tell you what I'm going to tell you in the better way. All right. Hi, friends. It's so good to see everybody. Okay, cool. All right. So, I'll just tell you the quick backstory on how I started doing events. This is what my events are. They're like, these are all my people coming to the event. So it's women entrepreneurial events. I rent oceanfront mansions. I started renting 12-bedroom houses. And then the spots kept filling up. And I'm like, I can't host so many events a year, right? I'm going to just host bigger houses. So now I rent the largest house in all of the Outer Banks. I found it on a website called Twitty. And it's 36 bedrooms, 39 bathrooms, and it is fabulous. It is so fabulous. So now I rent that house, and what's great is that everyone gets their own private bedroom, their own private bathroom. And the way that we structure the event, which I'm going to show you kind of the agenda of like how we do this for those of you that want to host your own, because I think it's a big important part of it is like, wait, how do you do all this? How do you structure this? I'm going to grab my link here. Let me grab that. Okay, got it. I just want to open it on my screen so you guys can see it. So, but the way that we structure it is it's a 5-day event. The first day is kind of your travel day. Enter. Here we go. Okay. First day is like your travel day, right? It starts doors open at noon. So we get in the day before at 4 p.m. and we set up. Although this last event, we came in the day before, which I do recommend, because then we could do all grocery shopping, get everything all set up. We put gifts on everyone's beds. There's a lot of setup, right? But everyone arrives at noon on, let's call it Monday, right? Depending on when we rent the house from. So noon on Monday, they arrive. And then the event really, that day, we have a charcuterie board in the afternoon, and we do dinner together that night with our private chef who's at the event the entire time. I used to do catering and private chefs that would come in and out. But the challenge with that is that we have there at every event you host, there's massive food allergies. And at one event, a caterer was like, yeah, there's definitely no pork in this. Definitely no pork. You're good to go. And he like leaves and someone starts eating it who has a pork allergy, right? Go figure. So bad. And then he calls, he's like, oh, sorry, I forgot. There actually was pork in that. And I'm like, oh, that's not an option. I'm so sorry. You can't do that. Did you eat that? I did. Oh, what's gonna happen? Because that had pork in it. Oh, I'm just gonna be really sick all night. I'm like, oh. So I was like, after that, I'm like, no way. So we switched to a private chef who knows everybody's food allergies. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner is prepared by the same person. And we literally have food allergy signs on everything. So you know what goes in everything. So it's like you learn these little lessons along the way. So that's why we bring in a private chef. And it actually cut my food cost down pretty substantially. Because when you do like a 1-day private chef, sometimes those guys are so expensive. So your own private chef is really important. Then we bring in massage therapists, so everybody gets a massage in-house. Then we do branding photo shoot. Everyone gets a 30-minute branding photo shoot, which is so fun because I see all my students like literally with their photos like after the event, and I'm like, oh, that's the photo you were in the house, or oh, you're on the beach. That was the beach, right? So it's kind of fun to see those. This last one we had a videographer session. Everyone got a 10-minute videographer session just to practice like having a videographer. And then what we do is because there's only one of me, and at the events now there's 36 people. Like I really love one-on-one time with everybody, but if I don't schedule one-on-one time with everybody, sometimes you have one person that will talk to you more than like someone else who's quieter. So we have a scheduled, what we call them is what do we call them? Drawing a blank. The floor is yours. The floor is yours session. And during the floor is yours, you get 10 minutes where the floor is yours, right? And so I sit with someone for 10 minutes and the floor is totally yours. They come, with all these questions they want to ask me. And it's kind of rapid fire. And I answer them. But instead, what I used to do is I would sit with them one-on-one in a corner and talk quietly. Well, the problem was I had so many of these sessions. People are like, I didn't see you the whole event, Michelle. I'm like, that's because I was talking to people in a corner. And I'm like, that's kind of dumb because a lot of the questions I answered were the same questions over and over. So we changed it to the floor is yours sessions where now when I talk with you, anyone can listen in, right? Not all 35 people come and listen, but maybe 7 people come in and listen and they take notes and they learn something. And so they might, take notes for their own business, but they also come up to you after and they're like, wait, I thought of this. Like Michelle shared that, but there's also this angle. And so there's some really cool like ahas that happen because there's a lot of really sharp women at this event, like super smart. And so the floor is yours session is a great way to do it. I used to do at the smaller events. I'm like, oh, we'll do like an hour. It's not possible anymore with 35 people. So we do 10 minutes because in 10 minutes you can get through a lot like really quickly. And there's no like, how are you? None of that. Or no, like, here's where I'm from. We like go straight into business talk. And so we do it. It's 10 minutes and then boom, the timer goes off and the next person sits down. It's like a hot seat, which is actually good because when I was doing the really long ones, I would talk so much that I was not really at the event and I kind of missed a lot of the event. So sometimes the best conversations I think happen when we're not doing a floor door session and we're standing in the kitchen and we're just like looking at your sales page or talking about something, or we're just bonding over what your life is like. Like I think that can sometimes be way more powerful. And the other cool thing I've noticed about the bigger events. Let me just share the last piece that you get at the event is we have classes, but not too many, right? I used to go when I used to sell beauty products, we would host these fall advances. We called them not retreats because retreat means to retreat backwards and relax. And we called them advances because we wanted to advance forward and we would pack the day with training and you'd be so overwhelmed and it was so crazy. And so I wanted the opposite of that. I wanted to be a retreat where it's like, hey, there's some classes you can come to if you want to, but like if you don't want to, you can like not come. It's totally cool. Right. And so there'll be a class at like noon, there's a class, it's a lunch and learn, right? So it's for 30 minutes and it'd be a graphic design class with my graphic designer. Then at like 12:30, there'll be like a mindset, or maybe like we skip, like maybe at 2:00, there's a mindset coach. Sometimes it's one of the attendees at the event. Sometimes it's a coach we bring in. So there might be a coaching there. I do a nighttime training, like I think right before dinner, I do like a 5:30 training right before we eat dinner. And so there's like maybe 3 or 4 30-minute classes you can attend during the day. So it's not overwhelming. And we record all of them. So if you miss them, you then get the file sent to you after the event so you can watch them, which is really cool. So it's not, I think the magic that happens at these events, sometimes you feel like I got to pack it out and I've got to have all this training and I got to have it all structured. Truth is, people get so much benefit just from the people in the room. And that was the other thing I wanted to share is that when my event was 9 people, I felt like so much of me was needed at those events because there was only 9 people. With 35 people, what's amazing is they are helping each other. And there's so many brilliant minds in the room that there's this crazy magic that happens among all the attendees. And I, for some reason, which kind of blew my mind a little bit, because the first time I did this event, I'm like, gosh, I don't know who's coming. Like, I think my audience is awesome, right? But I've never actually really met my audience in real life, right? So the first one I did, everyone who came was super fun, like a little bit quirky and like super cool. And I was like, whoa, I got so lucky. I was so lucky. This one was like all cool people. And the second one I did, it was the same. I'm like, whoa, 2 times in a row. This was just like pure luck. Everyone is quirky. Everyone is fun. That was crazy. Third one, it happened again. Fourth one, and the 14th one, it's still happening. And I realized that your vibe will attract your tribe, right? Like I'm a little quirky. I'm not perfect. I'm just like, woo, a little weird, right? But I attract. It's funny because like there's one event we had a lawyer coming, and we had an emergency room doctor coming, and I'm like, oh, this might be the serious event. And they come in. I think those were the two craziest people that rolled in the room. Like they came in and they were just like goofy. They're like, no, I'm not like the normal doctors. I'm the goofy one. And I'm like, that is so fantastic. So just remember how you show up online is going to attract your tribe. So if you like kind of fun and quirky people, be fun and quirky. If you like boring serious people, then be boring and serious. You get it. So yeah, if you like depressed people, then just be really sad online and you'll get all those people in a room. It'll be like really fun. But it might be good if you're like a depression coach, then that would be good for you because you would be there to help them. So anyway, so that's what's really cool about it. So I want to show you an example of the agenda. So this is what my hair looks like, by the way, if I don't straighten it. Oh, I know. That's so now you know what happens. All right. Anyway, just felt the need to tell you that if anyone was concerned. What happened to your hair? Just washed it, dried it really fast, and here we are. This is what we look like. Okay. Present. And you have to remember when you go live or you make videos, it's not about you. It's not about it's who can you serve with the message you have in your brain, and you need to show up anyway. Okay. I'll share my screen. Got this cool thing I want to show you. Let's see. Okay, share. Okay, so I'd say this is the key thing. If you're going to run your own event and not lose your mind, you must have an agenda. That's it. One time I attended in a retreat. I got invited to this retreat. Hold on, let me zoom in. I want to make that prettier view for you so you're not sad in your heart. Does that make you feel happier? I don't know. It's good enough. Hold on, let me minimize this. Minimize so I can scroll. No, wait, I got to put that. Move tab to new window. Okay, you go up here. You come here. Hold on, I just have to shrink this down so I can do that. Okay, just so I can scroll. Can you guys still see that normally? Oh, it just shrunk. What did I do? I'm going to do like this. No. Well, yeah, it's fine. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, I have to be able to like scroll on the screen. Okay, so anyway, the agenda. I once went to a retreat, and at this retreat, there was no agenda. So I get there and I'm like, "Where's my room?" And they're like, "Oh, you're in the second house over there." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then I was like, "When are we? Oh, we're eating right now." Oh, wow. Oh, sorry, I got here late. I didn't know you guys were eating. The next day, I was like, "What are we doing?" They're like, "Well, we're gonna like take photos this afternoon." I'm like, "When?" Because like, should I put on makeup now or like 1 o'clock or like 4 o'clock? I had no idea, and I was really kind of anxious the whole time because I wasn't sure. I didn't know what the event. I didn't know, right? Um, so I took that emotion from that event and I was like, okay, I don't want anyone to ever feel that way. So for the D's and the C, well, you have D, I, S, C personality types, but S's and C's, and I'm a healthy mix of all of them. Interestingly, sometimes I'm more of a D depending if I'm working on something, but for the most part, when I take that personality test, I'm kind of all four. So I can kind of connect with all four personality types because I am all four. But I like some structure. I like to know what's going on. So we have this amazing agenda that everybody gets. And I see a question coming in from Pam. I'll answer that. In a second from my friend. And this agenda, this is one of our past ones. This agenda sits on their bed when they arrive, right? So they get it sent in advance virtually, and then it's on their bed when they arrive, so they can literally like go through and kind of be notified of what everything is. In addition, on their bed is a spa robe, a luxury spa robe with their name on it. We give them, it depends. Sometimes it's like a beach bag I get at the beach shop. Sometimes it's a water bottle. Sometimes um, what else do I get them? Beach bag, water bottle. Yeah, there's like unicorn cookies. There's always like random little gifts they get throughout the event, necklaces, jewelry, like really fun stuff. So, but anyway, so this is on their bed, and on their nightstand is their appointment card when they attend everything. Like your massage is at this time, your is this time. And so you really, if you want to go to that level, you need someone that really loves this. And my graphic designer loves this. Without her, I don't know that I would host events because she manages all this for me. And I was thinking about it today. I'm like, she could run a whole business just like giving the templates that she uses to organize our events. Like, which we should do. We should have her sell those templates because it is She is so insanely organized. She has checklists for like the helpers that come. She has checklists for the chef. She has checklists for everything, right? So nothing gets left behind, which is pretty amazing. And that's Allie. I love her. So anyway, so this is one of our past events, right? And we have a very strict check-in time, and I let people know the doors open at noon, not before, not 11:59, noon, right? Otherwise, you have people that will message you and be like, "Hey, I got in the night before. Can I come?" And like, if you come, it's not perfect when you come, and I don't want you to come when it's not perfect. I want you to come when it's perfect, and we don't look like crazy people running around, right? So Pam said, question for the photo shoot. What do we need to bring? Yeah. So what I do for the photo shoot is I just recommend when you take your photos, if you kind of know your brand colors, bring color outfits for those in those brand colors. Like my brand colors are like pink. My first photo shoot, I didn't really know that or think about that. So I brought like a blue top and like an aqua top. I borrowed some clothes from a friend. And like those photos, they were okay, but I had to when I designed like a good example was my first CD. Okay. So this first CD, see, I'm wearing that blue outfit. I just designed the packaging of the CD around the color of that and I just made it match. But blue wasn't really my color. You know what I mean? So I would recommend do some of your brand colors. If not, I mean, can you make it work? Absolutely. I still shoved this photo on there and turned this package aqua and made it work. Right. So and some people do like 3 outfit changes. Some people don't, because you only have 30 minutes and it's start stop. It's fast because otherwise you upset the balance of everyone behind you. So it's pretty quick. So yeah, so that's what I would recommend, Pam. But yeah, we've had people bring like tutus, like, I mean, just fun. They have like props, they bring an extra bag of all their stuff, right? I don't even do a photo shoot when I'm there because I'm like, photo shoots stress me out. There's so much work. And like, I like to look totally perfect. And when I'm at that event, I'm just so on like talking with everyone that like for me to like try to get ready for a photo shoot, I just skip it every single time. Never done the photo shoot. I mean, we do a group photo shoot, but like, but yeah, so it's fun. Some people have run out to get their hair done, or some people hire a local makeup artist. Like you literally can do whatever. That's also overkill, but you totally can do that if you want to. So this tells the airport, where to fly into. Just any question that we get, we just put it on the agenda, right? We put a link to the property. And then, I just walk them through like, I'm allergic to food. So if you're allergic to food, it's totally cool. Like, here's what we're going to have the first day you arrive. We have a lot of gluten-free stuff. We're going to have a ton of fruit in the fridge. People walk in, I'm like, dude, this house is your house. You don't have to ask for anything. Just go in any fridge, anytime, wherever you want and find food, whatever you like. If you get hungry, because I get hungry like all the time. So, and then I tell them what to bring your book, your computer, your phone, chargers, bring some unicorns. They really do bring unicorns. I get so many unicorn gifts. That's not required, but they just come by accident with unicorns, probably because it says it right there. It's island casual, so like I tell them how to dress because that first event I was at, I'm like, I don't know what to wear. So I wear like comfy clothes. I'm in like yoga pants. Sometimes I put on a little sundress like this, but I wear sneakers the whole event or flip flops. Like you can dress like a supermodel if you want, but this is a very chill event. Photo shoot. If you know your brand colors, bring along some outfits to coordinate. Extras we provide a notebook and pen, a water bottle, beach towel, spa robe, some other fun surprises. Sometimes we don't do the beach towel because people couldn't fit it in their bags. And sometimes the beach towels, I don't like them at the beach shop. And I'm like, we're not doing that. We're doing something different. So that one changes out a little bit. We have extra toiletries if you forgot your toothbrush, toothpaste. So we have a ton of stuff like in the living room. Like there's tons of stuff there, like anything a woman would need if she's like, oh no. I'm like, here it is. It's right here. We bring extra microphones and stands so people can make content during the day. And actually microphones are now compatible. This is an older agenda, but it's compatible with Android and iPhone. We provide the printed agenda on your bed so you don't have to bring one. Then what to do when you don't have an appointment? You can talk with other people. You can make videos. You can hang out by the pool. You can work. You can go to the beach. You can relax. You can do whatever makes your heart happy. You can go to a boutique. You can go shopping. Like some ladies are out all day shopping and they come back. They're like, woohoo. Like they're just like coming to the event to hang out. Some people are coming to the event to massively learn. So it's really kind of amazing because I think sometimes you just need a break. Like that can be like changes your whole, like your creativity, changes your life. Floor is yours sessions. You get time. Now the bigger events, we turn this down to 10 minutes because 20 minutes, I literally was too much, but this was a smaller agenda event. So I told you guys kind of about that. Then we do a picture of everyone who attends. So you know who everybody is. And then this just gives you like, okay, here's the daily menu. Like, here's what you can expect for food. And so like, I'm one of those people, I'm like, okay, lunch. Okay. Are we going to have food I can eat? Because if not, I got to like plan. So we do this so that people know like, okay, if there's not something they can eat, they can like run out and grab food or, sometimes like something that was made, like we have to order them a special meal or something. But so it just lets people know. Then that night we do a pajama party. People are usually tired on the first day. And the next day we do massages because you traveled the day before. My retreat, Susan, is 5 days. So it starts on Monday at noon and it ends on the last day, Friday at 10 a.m. And then this gives all the times for their, so all their appointments is right. Extra training. We have yoga you can come to. Every event's a little bit different, but graphic design lunch and learn. Allie teaches graphic design. I do how to teach her. And this, we do this earlier now. We were like, people are yawning when I was training before. So now we moved it up before dinner so that at night, because at night we like to go to the boutique. I take you to the best boutique and you go buy cool things. It's so fun. And then Wednesday, this is your photo shoots. So it's just all really organized. So, because when you have that many people, if people don't know what's going on, you're going to get a million questions. So the second I start getting questions, I'm like, oh no, we didn't make that very clear. And I learned that from my days of leading a big network marketing team. Like if I start getting questions, I'm like, must be in the agenda. Like everything has to be organized because if you get a lot of questions, you just need an agenda for everything you do. So you can just see it's like very clear of what's going on. If you're like, I don't want to come to this training, skip it, right? Like that's what's so fun about it. So Thursday, video testimonials, or we now just do video testimonials throughout the event. And then this turned into like a video training session, floor is yours sessions people get with me. So you can just see how it's just really structured. Now, this is the other cool thing we do is now we take each person and we tell a story about them, right? So now you know like who is at the event. And I think what's really nice about this, if you're like sitting there talking with Callie and you're like, oh, she's so cool. Like I love her, but you can't remember her name. You can go back to your workbook. You flip in here like, oh, good. I was talking to her for 4 hours. I couldn't remember her name. So you will know everyone's name because you can just study this. So this just tells about every single person that's attending, which is super nice because then people are like, I know there was a girl here that was like a doctor. I know there was a girl here that was like this, right? And so there's just lists and lists of all the people that attend, which is so fun. So you see all that. And then, hold on, there's a lot of people. It's loading. Right. And so, and to capture all this information, we have a Google form people fill out so that it all comes in and we just keep a checklist of who hasn't filled out the form, who sent us a headshot, who hasn't. And then we put our stories in here so people know who we are. And then that's Allie, my graphic designer, her funny story and how she has pigeons and dogs and cats and chickens and a canary. And I go to her house. I'm like, you live at a zoo. This is a zoo going on here. My kids love it. So this just tells about all the people who attend. There's our private chef, Chastity. So she comes to all the events. And then this shows room assignments. So rooms, I think what's really interesting about rooms is that when I went to that first event, they were like, your room's just like over there, like way over there in the basement. And I was like, oh, how could I wanted a room up here with all the fancy people, right? And so I didn't know how rooms got assigned. And I'm like, cool. You know how we assigned rooms? We draw out of a hat on a live event. So on a live event, a few weeks before the event, everyone comes to the live event. I'm like, you ready? Okay. Oh, this room is the best. This one is the oceanfront, blah, 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 because there are some better rooms, right? There's some oceanfront rooms, there's some ocean view rooms, and there's front rooms. Like, so I'll sell them as like, this is a front room with view of the street. And this quiet room is a fabulous room. Okay. Who's getting this one? Right. So everyone gets their own bedroom and their own bathroom, but like some rooms are bigger, some rooms are smaller, but we draw out of a hat, which I'm telling you, that has been so huge because then people are like, if any chance I could get the da-da-da room, I'm like, no, I'm so sorry. Like, right. So drawing out of a hat, and then everyone at the event just feels happy. Like this was random. This was not like, I like her more. This was random. So, and everyone can see before they come, and they kind of have a sense when they arrive. But when they arrive, we're at the door with these workbooks, and we're like, okay, follow me. You're in room 7. I'll show you. So like, I'll take her bags and I'll walk her to her room. I'm like, look it, your gifts are on the bed. And she's like, oh my gosh, it's like such a moment. I love to see people's reactions. We're like, oh, a robe with my name on it. I'm like, do you love it? Oh my gosh, you're a queen. You deserve this. And it's just like a whole moment. So, and I'm like, wait, you want me to show you the house? And I get so excited to like run people around the house like a small child. So it's really fun. So we're all. And I've got 4, it depends on the event, but we have helpers, right? So you saw all the helpers there. We have an event coordinator that helps. And then I have my graphic designers there to help. I have some friends that come in to help. We have some past attendees that come in as helpers. And so, so it's really fun. So we show everyone to their room, and then there's a charcuterie board upstairs and they hang out, or some people go to the beach while we wait for everyone to come in. And then there's just like a little motivational message at the end of the agenda. So anyway, so if you want to organize event, that is, I would say the agenda is kind of the key thing, right? Is to have that agenda, because that just literally would change everything for me is once we had that. We had a little when in the beginning we had it, but now we've made it like it is solid, and we run every event runs the same. It's like very similar menu. We sometimes change a meal or two, but very similar menu, very similar time frame. It's just so easy for the next event. It's like boom, agenda, okay. And then we lay out when people arrive, we lay out all their name tags. Everyone gets a name tag. Everyone gets a unicorn horn. Everyone gets sunglasses that are pink. There's unicorn lollipops and there's a pen. They get to pick their color. Like it just looks really pretty all set out, right? And then there's a charcuterie board over here. Like there's usually unicorns all over the place. We play Find the Unicorn because I like unicorns. So just a really stupid, so fun game that we hide little baby unicorns all over the house. So there's unicorns all over the house that people can hide or find. And when you find them, then there's all these gifts lined up and you get to pick a gift. So you have to turn in your unicorn to Allie and then you get a gift, which is so fun. So that is our crazy beach retreat stuff. So yeah, but I will say if you're going to price it out, like I don't know how people do like a $2,000 retreat. You know what I mean? Like our retreat with packaged together with our elite program. I mean, these are $12,000 or $15,000 packages, right? Like, or just to buy a ticket, which most people come from our elite program. Cause that's, we don't really share about the elite, the beach retreat unless you're in the elite program. Right. And so the investment it's been 12,000 with the beach retreat, 12,000 or 15,000 depends on a few factors for that. But and I recommend that because I don't know how you pay for these events. If you're, people are like, I've charged everyone $900. I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe you're staying in a less expensive house, right? So you've got your cost of your house, you've got your food expenses huge, you got massages, you got to pay for branding photos. Again, I'm a little over the top. Do I have to do all that? No, but that makes it kind of this really cool, like awesome experience. And so, but when you break down the cost for people, like, when they pull out what they paid for the elite program minus the beach retreat doesn't end up actually being all that expensive for them. And then when they're at the event, they have the chance to come back to the next event called Reunion for a discount. And so a lot of people at the current event will sign up for the next event. And then just like once a year, people come back. And it's so much fun. So a lot of really cool friendships are formed. And I've seen people form businesses together. Like after the event, people are like traveling together. They're in our Voxer chats. I'm in like 14 different beach retreat Voxer chats, and they are all still going strong. Like people commenting and talking and like, hey, I want to ask you advice, or, whoa, you guys are hanging out. What are you guys doing? Like, it's really fun. So I think that's the biggest thing is like these retreats, like I just say like at this point, this stuff is bigger than me, where it's not, I used to think like, oh no, everyone's going to come and I'm going to have to like lead the whole thing. It's not really like that. It's a bunch of grown women who are super sharp, who know what they want, who are sharing ideas and talking, right? They gain insight from me at the event, but they also gain insight from all the other people in the room. And so your bigger events actually are a little bit easier for you. And so, which is kind of cool. So there's magic that happens with all those people. So let's see, Jody. Oh, I'd love to attend one of your events. It sounds like it is totally an experience, right? And that was my thing. I'm like, I just wanted to be like a really awesome experience, right? I don't want it to be like wonky. I want it to be awesome. I'm like, what would be the elements I would want to have in there to make it like a total experience? And so, so for anyone that wants to see more details about it, you'll see my first, let me show you this. Actually, I'm going to show you this. I won't show you the whole thing, but I just dropped it in the chat, michellelovesyou.com. I'll go to this page and show you. So this is, when I did my first one, I was like, you know what? I need to have like a video that showcases like what it's like. Whoops, that's the wrong link. Why did that not go? michellelovesyou.com/retreat. It took me to this really weird website of like, hold on, let me type in www. What is happening? That is not the right website. You are in timeout. What's happening? This is me pouting for a second. Hold on. Oh, here we go. I found it. Okay. Let me just, I'm going to copy this link and drop it. If you go to that link I just dropped, it's not working. It's sending you to this really weird website. Okay. So it's literally networking at its finest. Like Twillia said, hey, Twillia Markle. I feel like I knew you back in the day. Hi. Or did we used to live in Ohio together, or is that someone different? I'm thinking, I think that's Twyla, but I think her last name was Markle too. Anyway, that's crazy. Okay. All right, let me show you this. Stop screen, present, share screen. I want to show you this. Okay, so I made this little sales page, and what's good about this is we made like a promo video, right? And so if you go to that page link that I just dropped, it shows like what it's like. Like there's me talking to people, and we're in the pool together, and we're hanging out, and we have a chef, and we did a pretty table, and like it is so fun, and people are nice, and it's just like this total fun, super awesome experience. So the first one I had a videographer there to kind of capture the event, and he made me this video. And this video was not cheap. I think I paid like $5,000 to get this video created. But I knew that this video would help sell the event, right? And so if you plan to do a lot of them, I think it's really good to have kind of a really cool promotional video that you use for your event. So yeah, so that's the deal, is getting a cool video made that you can use. You could make your own, but I hired someone who's a little bit easier. And then I just talk about here's what you get, and here's what you get, and here's what you get. You get all this stuff, right? And so yeah, all this pretty stuff, so fabulous. So yeah, it's so fun. Yeah, and this, and you get this, and you get this, and you get this, right? Value stack, all of that value. But don't you wait, my friend, there's a discount, right? And then people can talk to my team. And the reason we haven't talked to my team is sometimes people who are already in the elite program, they get a less price because they're already in the elite program. Other people, like if they're not in the elite program, then we tell them about the elite program because it's elite students that come to this event. So, so then people hop on a call and hear about it. So, but again, like the cost, I think the first time I did it was 10,000 for everyone to come. Now it's elite students, and then yeah, and then it's like their elite, what they paid for elite plus the difference to come up to the total. So, but that makes it work, right? And I don't have to worry about, and then you put in some testimonials here of different people. So that was all part of the first package we did, was just people sharing their stories. And we have testimonials from every event now. So I'm like backlogged on testimonials. Like they're all in a folder. I'm like, I don't have time to like get to all these. I just so bad because I want to like listen to all of them. And I know people said all this nice stuff. I'm gonna get to those too. But yeah, that's a really good little page that you can create. It kind of shows that shows all the details. So yeah, so this is crazy because there are people that are like, this is on my vision board, and then they eventually come. Like I remember CJ Holmes, literally, I don't know if she's here, but CJ would be like, Michelle, I'm coming. I'm coming to your event. And it took her like 2 or 3 years, but she literally came to the event, and then she came. She had so much fun. She signed up for the reunion. She is a hoot. Oh my gosh, talk about fun. Twyla. No, yeah. Twyla. Okay. Twyla Markle. Did I know you? Did we meet in real life? I feel like, unless I just know you from, I get my in-person world mixed up with my online world. I'm like, did I know you just online? I feel like I knew you in real life. So anyway, so that's the deal. So if anybody wants info on it, that's kind of a long link. I don't know why my other link's not working. Let me try again. Hold on. I'll try this. I might have been typing it wrong. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Hold on. Okay, here it is. I have the better link. The better link is this. Apparently you don't. Just see if that works. Let me try this. Hold on. I'm going to see if it works. Michelle loves you retreat. Okay, yeah, that one works. Apparently you have to have the HTTP in the beginning. Yeah, there's reunions. Yeah, Pam. So that's what's so fun is you come, and then it's like, hey, the next reunion's next year. It's this time. And so everyone in the room's like, oh my gosh, are you coming? Like, da da da. And then we give you a special deal to sign up for a reunion. And then you can add in a whole year of coaching, buckled into that for free. So people are like, I'm signing up. I'm in. So yeah, so there's reunion. So I did. That's what I was doing wrong. That's why it wasn't working. From MK. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I feel like I know you. Anyway, so cool. It's good to see you here, my friend. Oh, you did. Okay. That's probably why I'm like, my friend is here, everyone. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right. So anyway, so that's the deal. So let me know on a scale of 1 to 10 if this training was helpful for you. I have thought about doing like a hosting world class retreats, like an actual class where I teach you how to do it. And then one of the pieces of that is you can actually come to the retreat and like see how to do it. Because it's really not all that hard. Like it's not very stressful for me. Like we show up, we set up, like I bring some helpers, and it is fun. Like it's not overwhelming. And people are like, aren't you going to get tired of doing that? And I'm like, get tired of going to an oceanfront mansion, like the largest oceanfront mansion in all the Outer Banks, hang out with awesome people that are super fun, have a private chef. I don't have to do dishes for a whole week. I don't have to take out the trash. I have no stresses. And I talk about everything I love. I'm sorry. That I cannot get tired. How would you get tired of this? This is a genius business model, right? And I have some friends, I see them, they're like, I am hosting an in-person like event at a hotel, and they have to rent the hotel, and they have to pay all this money for the hotel. And then they're like in the water before the event starts, and they're super stressed, and they have to have the tech person, the this and the that. And it's like so much. And I'm like, no, that doesn't seem fun. That would be too much for me. But the in-person retreat, oh my gosh, it's so fun. So it's amazing. Is there a cleaning crew? Yeah, the helpers are the cleaners. So they just help kind of like, we don't touch anyone's room. So like everyone just like takes care of their own room. But there's like washer and dryers there. So if someone's like, like people just like run their own laundry, we keep like we have laundry detergent there for everybody. So, because otherwise we're like in your room and that's weird. But yeah, the helpers are helping in the kitchen. Like they do all the dishes, they do all the floors. Like, so you eat and then you're like, here's my plate. And then you're like, go play. It's like being a kid. Like when have you ever been a kid where it's like, oh, my plate is done. Oh, okay. I want more food, another plate. Let me just make another plate. Like, doesn't matter. The helpers. So, which is so cool. So anyway, but yeah, I would say that the last thing I would say to that is, obviously you don't just start a business with just a retreat. Like I started by first, number one, it was like I sold a CD, right? Then from the CD, I sold a next level course, right? It was this was a $17 that I sold a $297. And then I sold a group coaching package. And then people are like, they're in my group coaching, like, do you like do in-person events? Like I see people do beach events. Like, are you going to do a beach event? I would come to that. And I'm like, oh, okay, let me add that. So I added that, right? And then I added one-on-one coaching packages. And so that's kind of like your value ladder. And you learn this from Russell Brunson. I've learned so much from him over the years, but each step of the value ladder is a different thing you can give to different people, right? Does everyone come to your retreat? No, just the people that are like at that level or want that level, right? But I do think one thing really magical about retreats is that there comes a time and a place in someone's business that to get to the next level, you just need to get on an airplane to get around the people that will take you to the next level. And that's what the retreat is. Like it's high caliber women who are such big thinkers and they're all in a room together and it's like so stellar. So, but it's been very cool to watch. Like there's been some people that like were like, I can't come anymore. I've decided I can't come. And I'm like, you should really come. You already paid. Like you should come. I promise you, it'll change your life. Like she came, right? This happened a few times. She came and she now makes $38,000 a month. Like she was like crying at the event. She's like, I just didn't realize like it's all possible for me. Like I didn't know I could do this. She broke at the event. Like pretty crazy. Completely changed her life, just believed bigger and saw it was possible for her life, being surrounded by all this greatness and realizing like, like this is possible, right? So we have a mixture of people that attend that are already successful in some realm, right? There's people that are relatively new to what it is that they're building on social media, right? So or they're learning video, right? But they've maybe been successful in some other aspect. Then you have people that are like feeling lost and stuck and they're like, I just need some advice. So it's this like great mix of like just all people that help one another. And so sometimes people are like, I'm not ready to go. I'm like, no, that's the wrong way to think about it. Like if you're stuck, it's the event that you need because you come and I watch people get unstuck. I mean, Sandy McAlpine, realtor, came to the event, couldn't believe she watched us all film videos. She's like, this is so crazy. You guys like film videos. This is what you do. Oh my gosh. She's like, I'm not doing that. She went home. She's like, yes, I'm doing that. I'm going to do that. She started doing that. She got asked to speak in front of, I forget, I think it was Keller Williams, in front of all of their entire, like, because she gets so many sales buyers and sellers from her videos now that she learned at Beach Retreat. She makes so many videos. All these people come in. She started a stand store. She's already made $5,000 just from her stand store. She's building out her next course. She has a list of all these people that want to buy her courses from her. She spoke on a huge stage, all because she's decided to start filming videos. And it all became because she showed up at the Beach Retreat and just learned like, oh, this is how you do it. Like, sometimes you just learn some like little things that literally change your whole life and the way that you behave on a daily basis. And that literally changes your whole life. So crazy. So any questions I can answer? What would you recommend as a smaller scale version of what you currently do? Yeah, like I think for when do you mean like in terms of like do you mean in terms of like a retreat or do you mean in terms of like scaling a business, right? Because I could answer that question both ways. I look like I'm so short. Let me just lower my desk. I have a sit stand desk. There. Now I look more like an authority. Hey girl, you're here. Hi friend. So yeah, let me know what the question is. It's a smaller scale. Let's see. Do you mean for a retreat? I know there's a delay. I'll wait. This is true. We need to surround ourselves with others who understand the journey. Totally. Yeah. In terms of a live event. Yeah. I mean, I've had students that do their own events. Like I've had students that come to the event and they rent the same house and they're literally like, can I have your agenda? I'm like, yes, here's the agenda. Like they edit the file and they just, boom, they run their own, which we do that all the time with our elite students. I'm like, anything you want that we make, you can have and just edit and make it your own. So save them so much time. But then I've had students that are like, I just rented a little 7-bedroom house and, I'm charging like, $2,000 for each person or 997 and we're just going to like order takeout. You know what I mean? So like there's levels to it where I think the only time you upset people is when you promise something other than what they receive, right? That's when you upset people. So as long as you promised, here's how it's going to be, guys. There's not going to be food. We're going to order takeout every night. So, at 4:00, we'll get your order. We'll order it. It'll be by 6:00. Like as long as they know when is the food arriving, right? How will it arrive? right? Maybe you have a meal where you all prep it together. Like, I think there's something magical about a bunch of girls in the kitchen cooking, right? And so you could just think of like, what could we do that's like an experience, right? Maybe you go out to dinner one night. Maybe you go to Chick-fil-A for dinner one night. Like, so there's ways to do it just in a little 7-bedroom house or in like a 3-bedroom house or like some sort of crazy camping trip. Like, I think it'd be super fun to have, which I don't know, everyone would come to that one, but I could host like a camping event, right? I could have a different level one where it's like, let's go camping. You learn a lot about people hanging out for a few days camping. So yeah, you can do it however you want. But Lisa Taylor just hosted one. I think she had like, I forget if Lisa's here, but I think she had like 10 people there, right? And it was just like a smaller, like more intimate event. You could do a 1-day event, right? You could literally host just like a simple 1-day event where you've got a house, they all stop into the house, or you could host it at somewhere where they come and you do training, from like 10 to like 4, right? And there's a stop for lunch or something. So you just have to think about what energy do you want to put in, and like, do you want it to be a whole day event? Do you want it to be like a sleepover? Do you, what do you want it to be? So yeah, you can do a much smaller version of that. Mine is just like, mine's a more expensive retreat because there's more to it, right? Where it's like, I want it to be like premium luxury, like you feel like a queen, you leave and you believe bigger for yourself and you're like, I deserve this. Like, so people that come to the event, they're like, I deserve this. Like, I have been working so hard, I deserve this event, I am coming, this is going to elevate my business, it's a business expense, like this I'm a queen, right? And that's what I want people to walk away believing and knowing that you are, and you deserve the world. And so I make it like a next level, right, kind of thing. So that's a great question. Is that helpful, Susan? Um, let's see. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm at the first of 6 conferences between now and the first week of December. My soul and my mind are being recharged. Yeah, that's so cool. Are you hosting it, Pam, or you're at one? You're at one, maybe. Um, let's see. Over the past few weeks, I finally posted 2 shorts on YouTube. Yay, good job. I'm putting together another one right now, all because of inspiration from you. Oh my gosh, that's so good. Yeah, someone thanked me the other day, and that's so nice, by the way, Christine. And she just said, thanks for like showing up no matter what. Like, even though my hair looks fried right now, like, even though my voice is cracky because I got up at 5 a.m. and I like came home and took a nap, and then I got back up. I'm like, here, right? But the idea is that like all of us have a message to share. And if you just keep showing up, you don't know who's watching. You don't know whose life can be impacted by the message that you share. And so just keep sharing, right? And even if it's like, I don't know if it's going to help someone, like, right, it's kind of a random topic today. I'm like, hey, if it helps one person, like, it was so worth it. Like, it's always worth it. And so I recommend all of you just make more videos, show up more, because there's so many people that you can help. And that's what's so cool. Thanks, my friend. That's so nice. So nice. Heck yeah, I saved up for 2 years and I was hoping for 28 or 9, but may be more realistic. Crazy cat lady, Larissa, I can't wait to meet you, my friend. Telling you, people have made crazy things happen. They're like, you know what? Here's what I did. I sold this thing. I did this. I did it. Now I'm coming. I'm coming to the event. So it's so fun. I'm in your content creator club. Am I allowed to edit your freebies in there and put my spin on it? Yes, 100%. So content creator club, for those of you guys that don't have it, that's my monthly membership where you get access to thousands and thousands of our designs that we've created. Maybe it's hundreds and hundreds, but I think it's approaching 1,000. There's a lot of designs in there. But if you go to michellelovesyou.com/content, inside of there's all these content templates. There's my webinar slides, my workbook slides. Yes, you can edit the words out, make it your own. You can keep it looking somewhat the same, right? And then you can sell it. So essentially, you're not like taking the same thing and selling it. You're just changing up the wording, making it your own. So like if you wanted to turn it into like a cat guide or something, right? This is my ultimate cat guide. You would just delete the words video superstar and write ultimate cat guide and then turn it into your thing. So yeah, so you could totally do something like that. Absolutely, my friend. My tenting days are over. I know. I'm the same. I mean, I like it. I stayed in a yurt. That was nice. It had a running water and a shower. It was great. Um, thanks, my friend. Let's see. I need to go. Will you be sharing this as a replay? Yes. If you just go to your email that I sent you, it will, or just same link on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, it'll just be the same link again later. Yes, super helpful. I've gone through a lot of your training. I'm so inspired by your energy. Launching my course this fall, and I can't wait to attend a retreat soon. Oh my gosh, so fun. What is your course going to be about? I'm excited to hear. That's so cool. Let's see, you're too hard on yourself. You look great. Thanks, friend. Okay. Thanks for clearing that up. Let's see. I've used many of the templates to help me create my course. Yeah. Content Creator Club. If you're like, that's my, like, if you're not quite in my elite program yet and you're like, okay, like, what do you have that's going to really help me? I'm like, Content Creator Club is a great starting point. So I think it's $27 a month right now for you to come in, and you get access to all of our templates. You get all this training. You learn how to edit videos. You learn film videos, build your email list. Like, that is what I recommend for anybody who's like, where do I even start? Like, I want to do retreats one day, but I need to start building a list. I need to start showing up. I need to make videos. I'm like, that Unique Content Creator Club. That's the key. And then from there, like if you're interested in my elite year-long coaching program, then you can book a call with my team. Which if you haven't booked a free call with my team, that is for anyone who's bought a course from me or you're in my course create or content, any of my courses. If you bought anything from me, you can book a call with my team. You get a free call where they give you a strategy and help you map out like, what's your next step? And is it the elite program? Is it coming to the beach retreat? Is it working with you one-on-one? There's like different packages that you can pick. And then we show you how to create that same format for your audience. And so all the stuff I do, like I do it and I challenge myself to do it to then show you like, no, look what I did. Okay. It was really kind of hard, but I figured it out and I figured out how to do it and I figured out how to sell it. And I'm going to show you how to do that. And so I'm always testing new things. Like last week, I tested something totally new I'd never done before. And then I shared it with my elite students this week. I'm like, okay, so I did it this way, you guys. 11 new people came into my elite program to show you exactly what I did and how I structured it. And so that's what's so fun about it is I'm always learning and then just sharing with you guys because it's kind of like a game almost like, it's like you're helping people. Yeah, you can make it like a game and then you can help other people with what you learned in the game. And you just the game never ends. It's just like, this is so fun. I'm working on a new one. I started a new course yesterday. I'm teaching people how to make really high converting low ticket funnels, right? So when you sell something that's like $47 or $17, I sell those things really good and my pages convert really well. And there's a lot of strategies. And so I'm creating a course that gives you 144 things you can change on your page and after to make your funnels convert super, super well. So it's going to be a low ticket offer, which I'm really excited about. So I was putting that together yesterday when I was in Naples with my cousins. I went on a cousin trip. I haven't hung out with my cousins since I was like little, like high school. It's crazy. Like I've seen them at like funerals or whatever, but like it's been with kids around. So we literally did a cousin's 4-day trip in Naples, Florida at my Naples house. And it was so fun. My cousins are so fun. Like I had no idea. It was literally crazy. It was just really fun. And like, so we'd work during the day. So it was great. I got my work in. And then at night we'd be like, let's go on an adventure. So we did like bike tour. I took them to this grocery store called Seed to Table in Naples, Florida. No, guys, if you've ever been, but holy cow, they loved it. They were like, where are we? They had their phones out. They're like, this is not normal. Like there's bars everywhere. What is this place? It was so fun. So we had a blast. I love Naples, Florida. I go there a lot because I love it. Oh, interior design. Okay. For the everyday homeowner. Yeah, I need you in my life. Creating Pinterest-worthy home. Yes. Oh, Susan, do you have an Instagram? I need to follow you. That's so cool. Yeah, look at we're all like, we love Susan Young. Okay, we need your Instagram. Tell us everything. Okay. Here it is. Color Joy Interiors. Okay, I gotta follow you. I'm gonna go look it up after this. Florida is awesome, you guys. I just like warm, All right, I'll let you go. I don't want to waste your time. You're beautiful. Thanks for being on with me. I'm going to go finish that course I'm working on. I'm really excited about it. I think we're going to send out some emails. We do have some spots left for November beach retreat. My April one was sold out and my October of 2026 is starting to sell out. And we were like, oh no, let's add another one. So I added November this year. So it's kind of relatively soon. It's November. Let me tell you the dates. Here you go. Just chat. November 2nd through November 6th. So if any of you do want to come, we still have spots for that one, which is kind of cool. So feel free to just book a call with my team if you want to hear more about it. Or you can go to this link too if you just want to apply. One link will bring you to first level of my team. The apply link can skip a level if you just want to talk to like a director on my team. So the second link, did I drop it? Bye, my friend. Okay. Let's see. Did that work? Hold on. There. MichelleLovesYou.com/apply like skips you in line and brings you. If you answer the questions correctly, you'll go right to like a director on my team. Okay. I love you guys so much. Thanks for being on. I'll see you soon. You're like really pretty. Okay. Go do amazing things and the world needs your voice. Just remember that. Even if it's a little bit cracky, who cares? Just show up anyway. Okay. I love you, friends. I'll see you soon. Bye, friends. Goodbye. I love you.